Jean-Claude Van Damme is a well-known Belgian martial artist, actor, director, producer, and screenwriter. He has 75 film credits to his name as an actor, 12 as a producer, and 2 as a director, which are The Quest, 1996, and The Eagle Path, 2014. He is best known for appearing in martial arts-related action films. He was a champion martial artist and bodybuilder as a teenager, and he used his physical abilities to become the star of such American action flicks as Bloodsport, 1988, and Double Impact, 1991. His full name is Jean-Claude Camille Francois Van Varenberg, but is also known as JCVD and the Muscles from Brussels. He was born on October 18, 1960, in St. Agatha, Berchem, Brussels, Belgium. He stands at 1.74 meters, or 5 feet 9 inches tall. He could bench 366 pounds, or about 166 kilograms. And that's not nothing when you consider he only weighs around 185 pounds. His career fight record as a full-contact kickboxer is 19-1. 18 of those were knockouts. The loss was because he accidentally kicked a dude when he was down. He once was homeless in LA, eating and sleeping on the street.
This is your last shot, right? I was living on the street, sleeping in cars and in garage. Sometimes I stole food. I didn't have good money.
Van Damme once won a court case over a famous martial artist because the evidence against him was lost in an earthquake. His most recent critical success was in JCVD, where he played a fictionalized version of himself falling apart. Time named it the second best performance of the year. He is famous for saying and doing outrageous things. For instance, a cookie has no soul. It's just a cookie. But before it was milk and eggs, and in eggs, there's the potential for life. He used to spar with Chuck Norris. Known for his splits, he performed the greatest split of all time between 2 Volvo trucks. In 1989, he was sued for willfully gouging the eye of an extra in a sword fight while filming Cyborg.
The only way you'll find him is inside the ring, and you are not good enough! Where? I'll get him. Kill him! Kill him!
Jean-Claude Van Damme and Gladys Portuguese got married for the second time in July 1999. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Darcy Lapierre allegedly had an affair while he was married to Gladys Portuguese, whom he eventually divorced. Jean-Claude and Darcy then got married in February 1994 and had a son together in 1995. They divorced in late 1997. Jean-Claude Van Damme and former bodybuilder Gladys Portuguese were married for nearly 5 years before going their separate ways. They have 2 children together, born in 1987 and 1990. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Cynthia Derderian were married for just 3 months before divorcing in 1986. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Maria Rodriguez were married for about 3 years before divorcing in 1984.
He hit hard. Give me that knee, because he pushed and I pushed, but the final fight in the ring, see that knee's giving me was like, boof, big boy.
Van Damme was born Jean-Claude Camille Francois Van Varenberg on 18th October 1960 in Berchem, St. Agatha, Brussels, Belgium, the son of Elena and Eugene Van Varenberg, who was an accountant and florist. His father is from Brussels and bilingual, and his mother is Flemish, Dutch-speaking. The Roman Catholic Van Damme's paternal grandmother was Jewish. He began martial arts at the age of 10. Enrolled by his father in a Shotokan karate school. His styles consist of Shotokan karate and kickboxing. He eventually earned his black belt in karate at 18. He started lifting weights to improve his physique, which eventually led to a Mr. Belgium bodybuilding title. At the age of 16, he took up ballet, which he studied for 5 years. According to Van Damme, ballet is an art, but it's also one of the most difficult sports. If you can survive a ballet workout, you can survive a workout in any other sport. Later, he took up both Taekwondo and Muay Thai.
Can you beat up that guy? Can you beat up that guy?
Sure.
This is so wild.
In 1982, at the age of 22, Jean-Claude moved to America with a friend from home to pursue a career in Hollywood. Originally calling himself Frank Cujo, Van Damme received bit parts in feature films and worked as a cab driver, waiter, aerobics instructor, and nightclub bouncer as he tried to make a name for himself in Tinseltown. He was featured in the 1986 martial arts flick No Retreat, No Surrender. But his big break came after he displayed his ability to perform a jumping 360-degree helicopter kick to B-list producer Menahem Golan, who cast the unknown actor in Bloodsport, 1988. The low-budget film grossed a surprising $35 million at the box office, and Van Damme followed with another successful starring role in Kickboxer the following year. Over the following decade, Van Damme filled the big screen in such action flicks as Double Impact, 1991, Universal Soldier, 1992, Time Cop, 1994, Sudden Death, 1995, and Maximum Risk, 1996, overcoming his limited acting chops with his acrobatic kicks and patented splits. He made his directional debut with The Quest, 1996, but Double Team in 1997 and Knockoff, 1998 were flops. And by the start of the 2000s, most of his movies landed in the straight-to-video bin. In the mid-90s, Van Damme had a very expensive cocaine habit and had to enter a drug rehab program. At the time, he was spending $10,000 per week on cocaine. He was also eventually diagnosed as having rapid cycling bipolar disorder. In 2008, Van Damme resurfaced as a fictionalized version of himself in the past satirical, part confessional JCVD. His performance drew positive reviews and triggered something of a revival for the former action star, who went on to reprise a familiar role in Universal Soldier, Regeneration 2010, and voiced the character of Master Croc in Kung Fu Panda 2 2011. In 2012, Van Damme was back in his element as part of the veteran butt-kicking ensemble featured in Sylvester Stallone's The Expendables 2. Van Damme has also taken to producing, directing, and writing films in addition to acting. Van Damme's net worth is an estimated $40 million. Jean-Claude Van Damme has recently sold his home in Marina del Rey, selling the canal front property for $7.25 million. The custom 3-story with cityscape and ocean views came up for sale a year ago for about $10 million and was more recently priced at $7.949 million, records show. The Muscles from Brussels, as he is nicknamed, bought the house 4 years ago for $6 million. Built in 2011, the 7,574 square foot home contains a world of knockout features, a home theater, a gym, and a poured concrete and glass wine cellar, a glass enclosed staircase, and an elevator connect the levels. Among common areas is a modern kitchen with a breakfast bar, a formal dining room, and a living room with a wet bar. The master suite has a fireplace and his and hers bathrooms for a total of 6 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and 6 fireplaces. Pocket doors off each level open to terrace patios overlooking the canal. The rooftop deck with a swimming pool takes in 360-degree views. The house was reportedly bought by rap artist and actor Ice Cube.
I'm gonna take your life.
Come.
Jean-Claude Van Damme has been seen driving around in a Bentley Continental with the top down and his dog sitting shotgun. He also owns a Lamborghini Gallardo. A Ferrari 458 Italia, a Ferrari 288 GTO, and a Porsche 991 GT2 RS.